welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we have the Spice King on the cask. And the Spice King is a bit different to the one we tried last time. And the Spice King is lightly smoky. Well, the other one we had last time was the peat chimney. That one had a third of highly smoky Islay malts. And the Spice King now has, they say, a very little amount of highly smoked Islay malts in it. Some smoky Highland malts and some lightly smoked Iceland malts, and over 50% Speyside malts. Still, it's called Spice King. We don't know anything about which casks they have been using to mature it, so it might be that they use just very intense casks that we come out with a very spicy whiskey. Yeah, it's 46% ABV. What else can we say about it? No, nothing else. 07 bottle. Bottle is still very nice. Unfortunately, I'm not taking this just right after the other one, after the peat chimney, but I had to take a little break. And yeah, let's try it. Okay, first up comes a little fruitiness, but not a gentle sweet fruitiness, but very bitter fruitiness. It smells a little bit like a mixture between a jam, forest fruit jam, combined with a classical English marmalade. You know, these marmalades that have bits of oranges in it. Classical marmalade is made with oranges, and it has bits of oranges in it that are really bitter and really strong. That's kind of the smell of this whiskey. But still, what you also find is you find a good whiff of smoke. So this little amount of highly smoky Islay malts and Highland malts and the Iceland malts, they do leave an imprint, and that gives you a light smokiness that I would classify into the region of around 10%. Yeah, 10%, 10 ppm percent. Mm. Mm. Oh, definitely a spicy whiskey. But it's not or maybe a little bit of a chili catch spiciness, but it's a very rough and strong spiciness with a lot of oak and a lot of, not a lot of bitterness, but a good amount of bitterness combined with a good amount of smokiness. The smokiness is more than I expected. I expected no smokiness at all before I had read the bottle. But with the bottle in it, I expected a light smokiness. Now I would even say it's maybe a medium spiciness. It goes maybe 15 ppm. Some people might classify it as 20 ppm. But it's really depends on your taste and your likability of smoke. So for a whiskey connoisseur that doesn't like smoke, this is too smoky then, because this is, I would classify it as a smoky whiskey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. The spiciness is a mixture between black pepper, a little bit of chili, and with my first sip, I had a little bit of a walnut spiciness. Now you might say walnuts aren't spicy. Dried walnuts aren't spicy. I've been to a place where you harvest the walnuts. When you crack a fresh walnut, that is actually pretty spicy and pretty bitter and pretty dry. And these spices remind me a little bit of that. That is, a very oaky, woody spiciness that comes from the oak within the barrel or the cask. Okay. So all in all, a good whiskey, very intense, very oaky, very spicy. There is a good amount of stuff in it. Don't expect too much of the fruitiness in the flavor, but also expect a smoky whiskey. This is a smoky whiskey. It doesn't say anywhere on this red label that it's really smoky, but it is smoky. So be careful to expect a smoky whiskey when you have the Spice King from the Wemyss Malts. Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.